What advice would I give to my 13-year-old self? I would say you're going to have a lot of walls to hit. There's going to be a lot of pain, but it's going to be okay eventually. There's so many stereotypes, but for me, to be a man, it means to be you, to be the best version of themselves, to look deep inside who they are, and no matter what social circumstance you're in, find it inside to just be you. And you'll get there, and never stop fighting, because you will win.
Being a man to me is about having great respect, and especially towards women. I think that's one of the most important things to learn when you're young. And just to be very tolerant. This world is made up of so many different things and people and countries and cultures and everything that actually you're no more important than anybody else. Being a man is about embracing all of those different things that make up this incredible world and using them to the best of your ability.
I'm supporting Rocking Your Teens because it's fantastic. For young people to have an opportunity to come to Canary Wharf, hearing so many positive stories from so many inspirational leaders, and I think this is great. It's really, really important for us to play a part in making young people understand their potential, understand what they can achieve, not to give up. I know that sounds quite cliche, but not just not to give up, but not to let anyone make you give up. And I think that's really important. You get all these different hard knocks in life, and it's very easy to give up, especially when you've got people that you look up to or you aspire to be like, telling you that you're not good enough. But there's times I did give up. So I'd love to tell myself, just don't listen to any of them. You can be whatever you want to be. For me, to be a man is to be in touch with my family. I've got a very young family. I've got 2 young kids. To be a father to them. My emotions, a lot of those things over time I was taught, men always taught to be this macho characters. And actually there's nothing wrong with being in touch with your emotions or to be caring, loving. So I guess that for me is what being a man truly is. It's about being in touch with your sensitive side.
I think when I heard from Jenny Garrett about Rocking Your Teens and what it stood for and the amazing nature of this organisation, I thought this is something I wanted to be involved in. I know what I was like when I was 13 and 14 years old, and I know the challenges that brings. Now I'm 32, I've got some wisdom, and I'd love to share that with these guys. So actually I'm privileged to be here in the first place, but also I think I've had an interesting career and I can perhaps teach these guys some stuff that I've experienced in my life. I think when you are 13, 14, it's important to find something that you're passionate about at that stage. You don't necessarily know where you're going to be going in life. And when I was 14, all I was really good at was business studies. And I knew at that point I wanted to run my own business one day. So I think probably the advice I'd give to myself is remain straight on what you want to do, remain focused on what you're passionate about, but also just realise that things change. And you may not always be passionate about the same things. And if your passion wanes in one area, then find something else you're passionate about, because life's too short to be doing something that you don't enjoy for your whole career. For boys to be the best version of themselves, they need to consider their surroundings, they need to consider where they're from and their backgrounds, they need to be tolerant and respectful of others that are around them, and realise that we all come from different backgrounds and that you are only your own version of yourself and everybody else is different, and you need to be tolerant of that. Just because somebody's not like you doesn't mean that they should be any different or you should treat them any differently.